think whenever there are big changes, there'll always be big pushbacks. When I think about cars back in the day, I think of Kit from Knight Rider and the DeLorean from Back to the Future. They always had this man-made feel to them, with loads of wires and loads of buttons everywhere. I guess back in the day, we'd have never have guessed that the future would be so simple.
Oh, wow. Lotus have kindly invited me to a secret location where I've got a Lotus Esprit, the iconic car from James Bond, and also this bad boy. It's called a Theory 1. Oh, wow. That is so futuristic. Please make this car. Before we get into that, let me just introduce you. So I'm with Ben. Your position is?
I'm the Vice President of Design for Lotus Group. I'm responsible for the creative team that shape all of our vehicles, so inside, outside, digital infotainment, and we came up with the idea of bringing it together to illustrate a future vision of what a performance car is for Lotus.
When I'm looking at this car straight away, I go straight to the wheels, I look at the side skirt, I look at the trim onto the door. I assume the doors go up?
They open somehow.
Are we mid-engine, rear engine?
This is EV.
Of course, my God. See, I'm so heavily petrol.
Yeah, but if you like, this is about as mid as you can be. So the motor is on the rear axle. There's a smaller one on the front axle.
Right.
The battery is forward of that. And then
one battery, two?
Inside. No, it's one.
Just one battery?
One chest battery, so it's a 70 kilowatt hour battery pack in the middle of the car.
Is it true we've got a single seat and I've got two behind me?
We have put the driver right in the middle of the car.
Oh my God.
We'll come to that, yeah? This is a functional prototype, so you can experience the thing properly.
This looks like something from Back to the Future. Do you remember when they're floating around? Obviously, we haven't got any wing mirrors. I know it's a concept car.
I'll come to that. We've got wing mirrors.
Okay, we do have wing mirrors.
Sort of thinking back to the Esprit, the reason why we're talking about that car and it resonates with us, and there's one line that runs through that car and really defines it. That was a joining line. It's where the two panels came together and had to cover it up. It's not a styling feature, it's functional. On this car, what we've done is embed all of the latest generations of digital technology in this one line that runs through the car. If you look down to the bottom of the car, this is a celebration of proper technical engineering. It's monomateriality. It's actually a recycled, chopped carbon fibre. That's what this is. That is everywhere in the lower of the car.
What does it weigh?
We're targeting sub 1,600 kilos for an EV with 1,000 PS.
So light.
This is the latest generation of technology. That is a laser wire. And that's not science fiction, this is real tech. There's a tiny little module that fires a laser through this cable.
For people at home that are watching this video, I want to try and give them an idea of how big this car is.
This is sub 4.5 metres, it's 4490.
Right.
With a wheelbase of 2650. So wheelbase wise, that's the same as I think your Revuelto, to be honest, but it's shorter.
It looks like it hasn't got the rear end.
Nothing there. Again, the Esprit's just chopped off and square, right?
Yeah. I can't think of another car that is so futuristic like this. This is 2030, 2040, and we still haven't even got there yet. But this looks like we're finally getting there now.
We might do, yeah. We might make it.
And here we go. Look. He's showing off now. He's showing off now.
Look
at the wing.
So look, fully active rear wing system, you know, working in conjunction with the diffuser and then that tech line buried underneath. Even the charge ports, when you come to charge the car, that flips up into air brake mode. That's where the charge ports are, so hidden. I got another little party piece.
Here we go. Stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. What?
So this is a unique door system which we've been tinkering with for a few years. So you can see like the entire car is made out of that chopped carbon. You know, one of the key concepts then delivering something super pure is to really minimise the amount of materials in the car. So seating is fixed, obviously. And then because we're drive-by-wire, steer-by-wire, everything moves to you. And you're always in the best position for weight distribution, slap bang in the middle of the car.
What was the thought process behind the three seats? The main, because obviously, let's be straight. It's the original. The original one is the McLaren F1.
You know, Lotus made its name in racing, Formula One. We want to make the experience as close to a single-seat race car as we possibly can.
Talk to me about the door. Explain to me. Listen, to me, doors have always got to go up, and this is still going up.
We haven't got a name for it, but we do have a patent on it. One of the problems with those really expressive door systems or getting into performance cars is if you park next to someone, you're in a parking space, you're in a garage. So the max height of this is under 2 meters.
Fine.
Right, so underground parking, it works, and it only protrudes a couple 100 mil beyond the body line.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like it's,
no, it doesn't.
it's wide.
So, and it doesn't swing. So it's actually a linear motion, and it's a very simple mechanism with just a couple of hinges in it. It runs straight through the sill there.
I think I need to sit in this car. Is that okay?
Yeah,
right, so I
please do.
think I'm going to sit in the passenger seat first.
Well, just drop yourself onto that panel if you can. I mean, you're quite tall, but
yeah, that's fine.
You then slide back into it, so you've got to duck your head under the structure.
Oh, like a glove? Right, so I'm called to be a passenger, but obviously, guys, you know I don't ever sit passenger. I don't like sitting in the passenger seat. So I think we'll move across to the future. To the future. So this is from inside the car. I'm just trying to give you the best idea of what it looks like. So obviously the pedals are there. So the brake accelerator. Look, my left leg is at full stretch. It is a computer game. Look at this. Look at this. It's a computer game, and then you've got. Can you see there in the distance? So that's like your digital head-up display, and it's so far ahead, but you can see it. And that is the screen. Obviously, we're in a studio right now, so it's very difficult to see out. There you go. So there. It's a little bit difficult to see. Oh, there you go. That gives you an idea, so you can see. So that is the wing mirrors in there. You've got speakers in the headrests. Look at this. As you can see, they go. Look at this, watch this. Look, see that, erased. And when you're sitting in it,
you can feel it.
You can feel it, yeah. Like instantly.
Yeah, so it's a pneumatic system, it's just air, little pockets of air pumped through. And what it has the ability to do, you know, put it into a sport mode, it provides that little grip pattern that can actually hold you in the seat a little bit better. It's also in the steering wheel, so in the palms of your hand, you feel it. There's a little bit more grip that comes out there.
I'm really impressed.
Cool, that's what we wanted.
I've sat in a lot of cars over the years, I've driven a lot of cars over the years, but this is really special. And I've never been the biggest fan of EV, electric, saying, oh well, but if the cars are like this, I'm not complaining, I'm not complaining.
There's 4 speakers around your head embedded in, this is soft, right? It looks
strange,
yeah. It's 3D printed, mono material, from the same guys that do this for sportswear companies like Adidas, you know, with the 3D printed midsole.
Yeah.
So it's additive manufacture with zero waste, and it's a single part that holds those speakers and allows it to connect back to the structure of the carbon whilst giving you some comfort. With 4 speakers around your head like that, the really clever chaps in KEF tell us that we can have an experience called binaural audio, which means that each seat in the car has its own soundscape. So I could literally be sitting there next to you with noise cancellation while you're listening to an amplified sound coming from the motor to make it feel really like a performance car, and you know, your other friend over there can just be streaming music from his own personal device.
People are going to want to know, and I've got to ask this question, do we have a rough idea what this is going to cost?
No, we're not talking about costs today at all, because you know this is an advanced study and a concept. So there's lots of things in this car which either inform a future direction or are bits of technology that we have today that are on different types of cars like the Electra and Emea that are brought into here. So it's a study. This is about, you know, gauging reaction, seeing what people think. So far, let's say, you seem pretty positive.
What is it called? You said a Theory 1?
Theory 1, yeah. Because it's, you know, this kind of upstream experimental exercise, you know, we haven't done this type of project before, so it's a theory, and it's theory number 1.
I'm actually lost for words, and I'm not usually lost for words, I'll be honest. So I've had a look around this car, and Ben has kindly showed me absolutely everything.
Just to sum up what the project is, on the one hand, you know, this is an expression of how we celebrate technical concepts and engineering excellence that made Lotus famous in its 76-year history. On the other, it shows how we implement the latest generations of digitization, connectivity and advanced driving technology. And as a Lotus, it's a striking piece of design. In my opinion, it's utterly beautiful. And it's very much shaped around giving our customers in the future an amazing experience.
Ben, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for giving me access to this. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, but yeah, look out for Lotus in the future. I think they're going to lead the way when it comes to futuristic cars and concepts. Wow. So guys, I'm pushing on with the Cybertruck to try and get it registered into the UK. We're changing the lights, we're adding a few little things, but there is going to be more content coming soon, including a wrap and a few challenges with a few different people.